There is absolutely insane potential with Terra Luna Classic. Let's dive into what is possible with just a $1,000 investment. Terra Luna Classic price right now is sitting at the 1.6 level, and we're just shy of a $1 billion market cap. This means that there's a lot of potential for Terra Luna Classic to run dramatically. All right, let's look at the spreadsheet to see what is possible with buying Terra Luna Classic. We have a couple different buy options, but we're going to focus on this $1,000 buy. Now, this would get you over 6 million Terra Luna Classic, which means if we can have Terra Luna Classic price go up to 1 cent, you'd be looking at a $60,000 value off your $1,000 investment, which is insane. You can also see we'd only need to have a market cap of roughly $60 billion, which is definitely a dramatic increase, right? Right now we're sitting at just under that 1 billion threshold. However, in the past, we've seen other cryptocurrencies go close to, if not above, that 60 billion threshold. Our best example with this category would be Dogecoin. Dogecoin right now, roughly an $11 billion market cap. However, if we go back to the peak of Dogecoin, you see Dogecoin peaked roughly shy of $90 billion. So definitely there is potential for Terra Luna Classic. If we can get the momentum and the hype and the movement that Dogecoin had, or even a fraction of that, we could see Terra Luna Classic actually hit a 1 cent price somewhat in the near term potentially. Then we can start to look what would happen if Terra Luna Classic went to 10 cents, for example. Well, now your $1,000 investment would be worth $600,000, which for some people in some countries is definitely life-changing. If we can go to $1, you're looking at $6 million, which is life-changing for basically anybody in any country in the whole world. However, the problem starts to come when we look at the market cap needs of Terra Luna Classic. So at 10 cents, we would need to have just shy of a $600 billion market cap. If we wanted to hit $1, we'd be looking at a market cap just shy of 6 trillion. Now, if we look at, for example, Ethereum, the peak of Ethereum, that was close to roughly, let's just round up here, that $600 billion market cap. So for a 10 cent Terra Luna Classic, we would need to have basically the peak market cap of Ethereum, which is definitely a problem. But this is where Terra Luna Classic burns come in, because we're factoring right now for the current supply. Now, what happens when we decrease that supply to, let's say, 1 trillion? Well, when that supply goes down to roughly 1 trillion Terra Luna Classic, we can actually see that the market cap needs now for a 10 cent Terra Luna Classic has dropped to roughly $100 billion, which is a lot more obtainable. It's definitely still a lot, but it's a lot more obtainable, obviously, than the all-time highs of Ethereum. And as that market cap or that supply decreases, the market cap needs will decrease along with it. This is where we could say, yeah, maybe a Terra Luna Classic price at 1 cent is possible without insane burns. But if we want to start seeing a 10 cent or $1 Terra Luna Classic, we would definitely need to see dramatic increase in our burns. You can see the Terra Luna Classic burns right here. We've burned just shy of 40 billion Terra Luna Classic total, with an average daily burn of just over 120 million Terra Luna Classic every single day. But we're talking about needing to burn trillions of Terra Luna Classic when we look at this total supply number. We need to burn so much Terra Luna Classic to really start having a major impact on the price potential. And so at the end of the day, there's a lot of potential for someone who spends $1,000 in Terra Luna Classic. And of course, there's a lot of risk that goes along with this. So be sure to do your own research and do your due diligence, because for us to hit this, it's definitely not a small feat, right? It's happened before. I showed you it's happened with Dogecoin. Shiba Inu got pretty close at a peak of about $44 billion market cap, but it definitely is something that we have to work towards. We're not there yet. We have a lot of things that have to go right for this to be possible. But if we can start to get the burns, the utilities, a larger community, and just so much interest in Terra Luna Classic, we could see a $1 price actually become realistic as our supply dramatically decreases. Now, if you want to learn about a major Terra Luna Classic burn event that's going to be coming up very soon, check out this video up here, and I'll catch you on the next one.